exploded. Dang, I forgot the heat regime. Welcome to Two Guys, One Dip Can. With you today is just me, Caleb. Zach couldn't be in the video today, but today we're going to do a little bit about dip talk. And before we start anything, gotta put a dip in. Today we're going to be dipping some Copenhagen Southern Blend. If you don't have this where you live, it's a pretty good dip. We'll do a review on it later on, but I know Copenhagen released Southern Blend in some areas and released Mint in others that didn't get Southern Blend, and I'm not sure about Southern Blend, but I think it's going to as well. That Copenhagen Mint and Southern Blend are going to be released as of February 2nd. So anywhere after February 2nd, you should start seeing them in your area, because they're going to start releasing it nationwide. But throw a lip of this in. Good. Gotta lick your fingers. Should have brought a napkin. Oh well. Spitting in our Blue Fire mud jug today. If you don't have a mud jug, go to mudjug.com and get yourself one, because they are very, very cool. They have for starters, it's like, okay, it's a lot cooler than spitting in a bottle or a freaking can or cup. I mean, look, got a cool design. These things are unspillable, as my jug says. I can turn it upside down over my head, no spill. Another thing, I don't know if I got any cord to do this, but you can. They're weighted on the bottom for anybody that doesn't own one. There's a lead weight in the bottom of these things. If you turn them over, I can't show you on this table because I don't think it's in frame, but if you turn them over, they automatically flop right back up onto their top. And if you might be saying, well, how's that going to fit in my cup holder in my truck or car? They sit on top of the cup holder pretty well. I use it in my truck like that, but I do not have one at this point, but I plan on purchasing one, a roadie. They have a roadie. It's a little different design than this. Kind of looks like a cup. Fits in your cup holder. Has the funnel on top. Same design. Unspillable. Go to mudjug.com, check that out. You can also, on YouTube, go over to MudJug1 on Darcy's channel and watch some of his videos. Shows you just how durable these things really are compared to their competitors. But today we're going to be talking about, I read this paper, did some research, read a paper. Is smokeless tobacco really as bad as they say it is? And just talking about, I won't go into the whole thing. I'm just going to pick out bits and pieces. But smokeless tobacco, you see it everywhere. I mean, you're on this channel for it. People will tell you constantly. Probably viewers watching this get it. Everybody's going to tell you it's a health risk. You're going to develop mouth cancer, gum disease, or even lose your teeth because of it. But there's a man, Dr. Brad Rodu. If you've never heard of him, look him up. He wrote a book for smokers only, how smokeless tobacco. Just a little background on Rodu. He's an oral pathologist. He studies mouth diseases and cancers, and that'd be under diseases. But he's studied these theories for over 20 years. Theories protecting to the warning label, what people tell you. What most doctors will tell you, when the doctors are just going on these theories. They haven't been studied and proven. Okay? He's worked in numerous cancer centers. He's currently a professor. He states that smokeless tobacco is 98% safer for you than smoking in studies. I'm going to start throwing out some numbers here, because y'all are going to want to hear that. He says the reason for this is why it's safer. when you burn tobacco, just like when you burn anything, it creates toxic chemicals. These toxic chemicals, when you burn tobacco, create 3,000 of those toxic chemicals. When you inhale the smoke, not only are you getting it in your mouth, you're contaminating your airway as well. This is going to your internal organs. It puts every risk it touches at risk for cancer. Smoking causes up to 90% of all mouth cancer cases. I know in one of our previous videos I said 90, I got it mixed up with the percent and safer. It creates 90% of all mouth cancer cases. The three leading causes. The three leading causes of mouth cancer, okay? No, not one of the three is dipping or using smokeless tobacco such as chew, snuff, snus, or dip. It is smoking is the first leading cause. Second is drinking alcohol, as of beer, moonshine liquor, give it whatever you want to say. Alcohol. Okay. The third is HPV, or human papillomavirus. It's an STD spread virus. It drives mouth cancer. Okay. The reason for smokeless tobacco getting all these harsh warning labels put on it, Dr. Rodu states that all tobacco products together were to be labeled as evil and to be marked as having the same effects. Okay? The reason for you don't see harsh warning labels on cigarettes, cigars, smoking substances is because the government can't regulate that as they can smokeless tobacco. There's a lot more profit and government revenue in smoking cigarettes. There's a lot of tax money they pull in from that. They can't regulate it that they can smokeless tobacco because they don't pull in that much money from it. And the reason for this is, I'll flip on over to the back here. I did have a whole list of notes, but I'm just going to read out of this. Okay, these warning labels started coming around in the after the New England Journal of Medicine study. Anti-tobacco groups were scared smokers would switch to smokeless tobacco products. To dissuade them from switching, they put these harsh labels on there, and they were mandated by the U.S. Congressional Legislative in 1986. But back over what we was reading. I get back to my page. Dr. Rodu goes on to say that you're being manipulated and you're being brainwashed by the government and these anti-tobacco groups. Okay, he says mouth cancer. Okay, mouth cancer. We hear it. We see it on our dip cans. This one doesn't have it on it. This product can cause gum disease and tooth loss. That right there, he says these warnings. I'll go into that later, so I'll save that. But it goes on saying mouth cancer is a very, very rare disease. He said, according to Dr. Rodu in his studies, there are roughly 10,000 cases per year in the United States out of the 300 million population. Okay? It's so rare that a dentist may see one, maybe two cases in his entire career. And according to epidemiological research over the last 15 years, no, sorry, not 15, 50 years, smokeless tobacco users are not at an increased risk for mouth cancer compared to non-users. Not an increased chance. Is this what they tell us in our warning labels? Is this what everybody keeps telling us, doctors, dentists? No. Okay? You watching at home, okay, you don't have an increased risk. Look into this guy. If somebody is going to want to tell you differently, you need to start pulling out your information. You need to, anybody that uses it and wants to stand up for what they're doing, you need to know your information. Because you just can't believe everything they're telling you. You need to actually know the facts and the numbers. there's a big misconception, he says, that nicotine is the cancer causer in dip. It is not the cancer causer. That is completely false. It does not cause heart disease. It does not cause cancer. It does not cause emphysema. None of that's true. Nicotine is addictive, though. It is an addictive substance. Just as so is caffeine, which is in soft drinks, coffee. I mean, whatever. It's in tea. Okay? Okay. It can be delivered just as safely as caffeine, if in a smokeless manner. Okay. Also about dipping, you're not harming the people around you. Like people smoking around their kids or smoking around their family members. You're not harming those people with smokeless tobacco. I'm just spitting in my mud jug. Okay? Now if I did spit on somebody, that'd be nasty, or like spill my mud jug, but that ain't happening. I mean, yeah, that'd be gross, but it's still not harmful. Okay? Well, if somebody slipped in my dip spit, that might be harmful, but that's about it. You're not harming people around you is the thing. They're not getting your secondhand smoke is worse than firsthand. Okay? Okay, to break it down for you, there's 28. We talked about the chemicals in cigarettes. There's 3,000 toxic chemicals. Okay? To break it down, there's 28. There's 28 in this can of dip. 28 potential carcinogens. Carcinogens meaning cancer-causing chemicals. What they don't tell you is they are at such low amounts that even naming them, even saying they're there is ridiculous to even say, because they're at such low amounts that it's pointless to even link it to a human disease. Okay? And what they don't tell you is they want you to think these manufacturers put this in there. Okay? They don't. It's natural contaminants. It's in everyday food. Everyday food, you go to the grocery store, buy a bag of potato chips. You go to the grocery store, buy a loaf of bread. Anything you have contaminants, natural contaminants in it that gets into our food. This, okay, let me get to where I'm at. Okay, compare the 28 in a can of dip. Okay, any dip. I don't know if they're, I think it's about the same in every can, 28. Compare the 28 to 21 in a cup of coffee. There's 21 potential carcinogens in a cup of coffee. Like I said, they're at such low amounts, they're pointless. Why don't we see warning labels on coffee? Warning, this product is addictive. Coffee is addictive, it has caffeine in it. It has 21 potential carcinogens in it. They're at such low amounts. Okay, people? Okay, just to name one chemical found in a can of dip. You may hear this, people are going to say, oh my, your dip has formaldehyde in it. Okay? Yeah, it has formaldehyde in it. Do you know formaldehyde is also in apples? And I've heard people tell me that formaldehyde is also in yoo-hoos. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but oh man, formaldehyde, oh, that's bad. That's embalming fluid. Okay? But it's at a low amount, and it's in things other than dip. And like I said, it's at a low amount. Okay. Another word, if you use smokeless tobacco, and you may, people are going to tell you, oh man, leukoplakia. Okay, that sound, they've tried to make that sound very harsh. Leukoplakia is harmless. Okay? Leukoplakia, if you dip, if you're watching this, you have one. You have a leukoplakia. A leukoplakia is nothing more than it stands for white plaque, from what Dr. Rodu says. It's a white plaque. If you look at your gums when you dip, if you see a white tint to your gums, that's a leukoplakia. All it is it's pretty much the easiest way to describe it is a callus. Okay? It's a callus on your gums. You get calluses on your hands, go shovel. Go dig a couple holes, you're going to get calluses. Okay? That is just caused from an irritation. Smokeless tobacco, dip, whatever you want to say, more or less a dip. Chew doesn't really irritate your gums as much as dip does. but it's a reaction to an irritation. It's just your gums making themselves tougher. Okay, just like your hands are making themselves tougher so they don't get raw. Because you'll get blisters. It's just your gums. It's in a defense against the irritation. Okay. Okay. Where am I? They've tried to say leukoplakia. Oh man, you got leukoplakia. That's the first stage of cancer, man. That's not true. Like I said, Dr. Rudu says it's nothing more than an irritation. Your gums is caused by an irritant. Okay. It says leukoplakia will go away within a few days if smokeless tobacco is switched to a new area of the mouth. So, I'm dipping on what's my right side right now. It's your left. But my right side, okay, if I move it to my left, it'll go away within a few days. It'll go away until you move it back over there and you start getting on this side. Okay? Another thing, gum recession. Yes, gum recession is the side effect of dipping. Your gums will recede themselves. No, are you going to lose teeth over it? Okay, maybe. Okay? There's been some cases it gets really bad. Switch it around in your mouth. Don't keep it in one spot because that's just asking for a bad gum recession. Move it to different areas. I switch up. Okay? It keeps my mouth from getting so raw on one side and move it around. Gum recession is a side effect of dipping, like we said, and people say they've tried to link it to gum disease. Oh man, your gums are receding, man. You're gonna get gum disease, man. No, it's not. It's a reaction to an irritant. Smokeless tobacco. It's an irritant. It's a reaction to irritation. Your gums are receding themselves. Another thing is, do you have a higher chance of gum disease? No. Smokeless tobacco users do not have an increased chance of gum disease compared to a non-user in studies. Okay. Let me just go over. You see people, you may see it on the show The Doctors or something like that. People use tobacco and they end up getting cancer. That cancer was not because of that tobacco product. Okay, people, it was not because of it. People, you have a chance of getting it either way. Okay, let's say somebody doesn't drink alcohol, they don't smoke, they don't have HPV, they don't dip, okay, they don't use any of that. They just get cancer. That percent, okay. So you have 90% of people that smoke, 90% of it is mouth cancer is linked to smoking. Okay? Then you have to add in the percentage of people that have HPV. Then you have to add in the percent of people that drink. Then you have to add in the percent of people that get it that don't drink, don't smoke, don't use smokeless tobacco, don't have HPV. You have to add them in there. Then that small percent that's left, you can try to link that to smokeless tobacco, but pretty much smokeless tobacco users and non-users are in the same group. We're going to talk about the warning labels now. Okay, warning labels, you've seen them everywhere. What pisses me off, one big thing that pisses me off is freaking signage. I get Copenhagen coupons in the mail. If you hadn't signed up for it, what's their website? Is it My Grizzly? That's Grizzlies. I think it's freshcope.com. Okay, freshcope.com. If you hadn't signed up for coupons, you gotta sign up. They get like $3.50 off a log of dip. It's a pretty good deal. They send me this stuff in the mail. Look, thank you for choosing Copenhagen. That's a cool little decal they got there. Warning. This product can cause gum disease and tooth loss. They have to put the freaking warning labels on the advertisement. It's on the signs at the freaking gas stations. Okay? Copenhagen. A wintergreen long cut. Okay? They got their sign up for that. Warning, this product can cause mouth cancer. They gotta put this out. Do you see it on cigarettes? No. Like I said, the government can't control it like they can smokeless tobacco. Okay, this is what it irritates me. It really does. I wish, and this to be false, like we're fixing to talk about. It's on this. It's on the dip itself. This can used to be so pretty before they put that crap on. Dr. Rodu talks about 3 of the 4 warning labels we see are completely false. They have no scientific backup on them. They have not been proven proven scientifically. Okay, first one we're going to go into is warning. This product can cause mouth cancer. This warning label completely stands untrue in studies. They can't prove it to be true. They've proven it to be false. Okay. Second warning label, warning. This product can cause gum disease and tooth loss. Again, we talked about that. Stands untrue in studies. It stands completely against that to no, you don't. Okay. And lastly, this product is not a safe alternative to cigarettes. That warning label is completely false. They've proven it is 98% safer than smoking cigarettes. That's almost 100%. It's like that's 2% away. Okay? Okay, the only true warning label, I'd like to see all 3 of those leave. The one they'll probably always keep on there, if they get rid of the other 3, is warning this product is addictive. Okay, you guys do need to know that. Well, nicotine is an addictive substance. Okay, it's just as addictive as caffeine. Okay, if you drink soda, you're going to be addicted to it. I tried to stop drinking soda at one time, but it was really, really hard to try to stop drinking that. But I was still drinking tea that had caffeine in it, so I guess that kind of helped. And I was still drinking coffee. But both of those still have nicotine, not nicotine, caffeine in it. So, I was still getting it, so it really wasn't that hard. I tried to stop drinking all of that and just water. Try to stop drinking all your soda and try to start drinking water. That's very hard. Educating yourself with information is always important. Okay. Like I said, go check out Dr. Rodu. If this research I did wasn't good enough for you, go do it yourself. Go do some research. You can buy his book on Amazon for smokers only, How Smokeless Tobacco Can Save Your Life. Check Dr. Rodu out, very smart guy. I'm glad somebody finally stood up and broke out of the box and started doing their own research instead of just going with the bandwagon. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, do that. Link is in the description box. Go follow us on Instagram at 2guys1dipcam. Appreciate you guys watching. I really do. Yep. Look for new videos coming out soon. Thank you guys for watching.